Alright, good day everybody. Today we're looking at logarithms. And we're looking particularly at multiplying and dividing of numbers using logarithms. So, first of all, multiplication and division of numbers using logarithms can be done two ways. The long method and the table method. We're looking at both today. So the first question is 13.5 times 247. So we start, number one, given 13.5 times 247 is equal to 1.35 times 10 to the first times 2.47 times 10 to the second, which is equal to, so I'm going to find the log of the 1.35, which is 10 to the 0.130 times 10 to the first, times, I'll find the log of 2.47, which is 10 to the 0.393 times 10 to the second, which is equal to, since we're multiplying two numbers with the same base but different powers, we'll keep the base and we'll add the powers. Remember, we can only add two numbers at any given time. So equals 10 raised to the 0.130 plus 1 times 10 to the 0.393 plus 2, which in our next step equals 10 raised to the 1.130 plus 2.393, which is, again, remember, two numbers at the same base, different powers, and we multiply, we're adding, that's why we're adding there, giving me 10 to the 3.523. But remember, we want to multiply 13.5 times 247, so we need to antilog that answer. So we antilog 0.523 times 10 to the third, which is equal to 3,334. Let's look at method 2. So given 13.5 times 247, we are going to do a number log table, which is this. So the number 13.5, the log is 1.130. The number 247, the log of it is 2.393. Notice we add, so 3 plus 0 is 3, 9 plus 3 is 12, so 2 carry the 1, 1, 1 and 3 is 5, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And then of course we have to antilog the 3.523 in the format as before. Antilog 0.523 times 10 to the third equals 3,334 to three significant figures. Note, you cannot antilog and put the characteristic along with the mantissa. The characteristic is the number before the decimal point, and the mantissa is the 3 digits after the decimal point. You cannot put them together unless you are antilogging and looking for an angle with the geometry. Alright, so let's look at division. So 368 divided by 73.5. So let's look at it. The method 1, given 368 divided by 73.5 equals, open bracket, 3.68 times 10 to the second divided by 7.35 times 10 to the first. So I'll need to find the log of 3.68, which is 10 to the 0.566. And I need to find the log of 7.35, which is 0.866, giving me, so it equals, open bracket, 10 to the 0.566 times 10 to the second, divided by, open bracket, 10 to the 0.866 times 10 to the first. Again, two numbers with the same base, different powers, and we're multiplying. We keep the base, we add the powers. So it gives us equals, open bracket, 10 to the 0.566 plus 2 divided by 10 to the 0.866 plus 1. Now we have two numbers with the same base, different powers, and we're dividing. So in the next step, we need to keep the base and subtract the powers. So it equals to 10 to the 2.566 minus 1.866. This is the law of division. And when we subtract, we get 10 to the 0.700. But we want the division and it can't be in log, so we anti-log 0.700 to get 5.01. So method 2, we're given 368 divided by 73.5. This time we're going to use a number log table. So number and log, 368, the log of it is 2.566. The number 73.5, the log is 1.866, and we subtract. So 6 minus 6, 0. 6 minus 6, 0. 5 minus 8 cannot go. I borrow from the 2, making it 15 minus 8, which is 7. And since we borrowed from the 2, it's 1 minus 1, which is 0. So now I need to anti-log 0.700, which we did already, equals 5.01 to three significant figures. So this is how you multiply and divide numbers using logs. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed.